What's up, guys? My name's Stu, and we got some Star Trek Online news to talk about. So Thursday's going to be a pretty big day for Star Trek Online, because we got like 3 things happening then. I should preface that all this is going to be happening on PC on June 8th, so console players, you know the drill, expect this stuff in a month or two. Okay, the first thing coming up on June 8th is going to be the return of the Temporal recruitment event. Now, there's not going to be anything new added this year, so if you've already completed the event, don't get super excited. But if you have not made a Temporal recruit character, you have until June 8th through June 29th to do so. The nice thing about the recruitment events is that you don't actually have to complete the event stuff within that time period. You just have to make the character within that frame. So yeah, if you haven't made a Temporal recruit yet, I highly recommend you do so. There's some really nice rewards in there, and plus, the TOS starting experience is a ton of fun, so yeah, there's no reason not to do this. Next up, also starting on June 8th, is going to be the Flagship Celebration event. This is going to be a TFO event that is comprised of several other TFOs, specifically the Borg Disconnect, Iupiter Aratus, Swarm, and Synthwave. Just like with the recruitment event, this will also run from June 8th to June 29th. And it's got some interesting rewards. First is a Beverly Crusher holographic bridge officer. This bridge officer is actually modeled off of the Prime Universe version of Beverly Crusher, not the Terran version that we interacted with in the last couple episodes of the Terran event. The bridge officer will come with an intel specialization and have a new specific bridge officer trait. A lot has happened in the last 20 years. The trait reduces the recharge time of your bridge officer abilities each time you use a beam or torpedo firing mode, and it also applies a torpedo high yield immediately after using a shield or hull heal. The bridge officer cooldowns, that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's going to be more interesting if you don't have like Boimler effect and one of those bridge officer cooldown Borg duty officers. But if you do have that, or if you have an Oxtobat build, or if you have improved photonic officer, that's going to be kind of redundant. Though it's going to depend on how much this bridge officer trait reduces the cooldown of your other bridge officer abilities. It doesn't give us that information, but I'm guessing it's not going to be by much. The torpedo high yield, again, that's interesting, but that's going to depend on what kind of internal cooldown it has, and also if it stacks with other abilities that also give you free torpedo high yields. You know, is this going to interfere with things like concentrate firepower or entwined tactical matrices? Again, we don't have those answers because they're not in the blog, so we'll find out when it comes out. This event also comes with another reward, the Fleet Flagship Distress Frequency. This is a passive device that summons the flagship of your faction when you activate fleet support. So with this device, whenever you use fleet support, instead of summoning in just a random cruiser, you'll summon in the Enterprise F, or the Bortisque, or the Lisette, or Odo's flagship, depending on which faction you're playing. Now, when they say passive device, I'm really hoping that means you don't have to equip it into one of your device slots, because otherwise, this thing's going to be completely useless, and it's never going to get used. Especially by those who prefer to play on escorts or science vessels, because they already have very few device slots, so having to waste one on this, not going to be great. Though if you're playing a cruiser that's been upgraded to T6X, you'll probably have room for this. Now, last thing to talk about for the Flagship Celebration event is that this is also going to be part 3 of the event campaign, which means the grind for your free promo or lockbox ship continues on June 8th. Or the C-Store coupons, or the 1500 low-buy crystals, whichever you're going for, June 8th. Now, the last thing coming to Star Trek Online on June 8th is the thing I am definitely the most excited for, the Enterprise F remaster. Yes, the remastered Odyssey class model, which was featured in Star Trek Picard, and that was also featured in the Utopia Planitia book for Star Trek Adventures, which I think was like way back in like September or October. So yeah, we've been sitting on this for a while. Yeah, this is finally coming to Star Trek Online as a playable ship. Not a new playable ship, just any of the existing Odyssey class variants will be able to use this new skin. I am so excited for this remaster to finally hit the game, because Thomas Moroni did an amazing job remastering this for Star Trek Picard, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't wait for it. If you go down to the end of the article, you can see this cool little infograph that was originally tweeted out by Dave Blast, but you can see a nice high-res version of it here if you open it up in another tab. And yeah, just a bunch of cool little lore tidbits about the Enterprise F, if you're interested in any of that. I love this kind of stuff. It's so cool. But yeah, the Enterprise F remaster, this is going live on June 8th, just like the other 2 things. So yeah, like I said, Thursday's going to be a big day. So yeah, that's all the stuff coming to Star Trek Online on Thursday. Remember, these are the PC release dates. Console, I don't know when these are going to be releasing, but I mean, you know the drill. Expect it in a month or 2. So what are you most excited for on Thursday, and why is it the Enterprise F remaster? Because on this channel, that is the only correct answer. And like and subscribe while you're down there, and be sure to hit that bell for notifications. If you'd like to further support the channel, you can hit that join button to become a member, or hit the super thanks button, or find the link to the merch store in the video's description. If you're ever shopping on the Epic Games Store, be sure to use my content creator code STU1701. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it does help out the channel, so I do appreciate it. That is code STU1701. Either way, thank you so much for watching. My name's Stu, and I'll see you guys next time.